Our Portuguese accommodation is an elegant seaside villa with every amenity we could want to ensure our comfort. The Rosenthals and Herman Davidsons arrived late without their luggage due to a power outage at Heathrow Airport. Leonora, the housekeeper, prepares us an excellent dinner, and we go to bed tired but looking forward to our exploration of the Algarve. The Algarve, from the Arabic Algarve, meaning the west, occupies the southern tip of Portugal and is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe. Albufeira is one of a number of towns along the Algarve's southern coast, which seem to exist solely to cater to the tourist trade. The population is around 40,000 in the off-season, but expands to over 300,000 during the summer. We stop in the town of Lule and have a short look around before heading back to our magnificent villa. This bridge across the River Galao is called the Roman Bridge, although it was probably built during the Moorish occupation. The town itself can be traced back to the 8th century BC and has, over the years, been occupied by the Phoenicians, the Romans, the Moors, and finally, in the 13th century, by the Christians. There are a few points of interest that we intend to visit, but first, this place is typical of the restaurants we've been eating at, as is the food, which is fresh, cheap, and delicious. Fortified by a good meal, we're ready to see the sights. First stop is the old castle. No one knows for sure when it was built, but it probably dates back to the 11th century during the Moorish occupation. Though it was remodeled and redesigned at the end of the 13th century, it was heavily damaged during the terrible earthquake of 1755 and not rebuilt, so what we see now, a few walls and towers, are all that remains of the 13th century structure. The views of the town are nice, and the gardens are lovely. The principle of the camera obscura has been known since ancient times. Light striking a surface after passing through a small hole will produce an upside-down image of the scene from which the light originated. This will be true whether the light strikes the surface of a wall or the inside of a camera. This camera obscura is located in an old water tower and with the help of mirrors projects real-time images of Tavera onto a large concave bowl. Adios. Today we journey to the southwestern tip of Europe, Cape St. Vincent, where we skip the last bratwurst between here and America and focus instead on the stark beauty of the rugged coastline. The beacon from the lighthouse is one of the most powerful in Europe and can be seen from as far as 37 miles away.
Leonora, say hello.
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 I prepared one fruit salad.
Good.
We so enjoyed the meal Leonora prepared for us on our first night that we've invited her back for an encore. David and Meg introduced us to the game of Rummy Cube. It's sort of a combination of dominoes, rummy, and Scrabble. The sea caves and rock formations along the coast of the Algarve are world-famous tourist attractions, and this morning we've set out to see them. According to our map, this place, called La Señora de la Rocha, or the Lady of the Rocks, seems a likely spot to look. And it's true that the views of the coastline from up here are lovely, but it soon becomes obvious that the only way to see the caves is from a boat. We're in luck. We find a place, sign up for a boat tour, and are soon on our way to see one of nature's most spectacular sculptural exhibitions. exhibition.